So the first thing I want to do is to find out how much wax I should use for this jar. So I'm going to turn on my scale. So guys, hi Uwa, welcome, thank you so much. This network has shown me shege. I've never seen something like this. So let's go. The first thing I want to do, this is the jar I'm making my candle in. So I want to first of all find out how much wax I will use in this jar and how much fragrance I will use for the wax. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure with water. Now I'm going to need a calculator. Put my jar on the scale. This is the weight of my jar. I have no business with knowing the weight of this container. So I tear it down to 0. Then I take my water and I will pour my water to where I want to stop. That's not good enough for me. I want it to go up, up, up. So this is okay by me. So that's 221. Let's make it 222. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's fine. So we have 224 grams. Now it's gone down to 223. So let's stick with 223. So this back to 224. Okay, so our water weight is 225 grams. Now we're going to take the water and we're going to throw it out. We are using wax, not water. So the next thing that we want to do is convert our water weight to wax weight by multiplying by 0.86. So 225 times 0.86. 193.5. So the wax weight is 193.5 grams. It doesn't end there. This 193.5 grams is a combination of our wax and our fragrance oil. Now we have to find out what percentage of this 193 is wax and what percentage of this 193 is fragrance oil. So to do that, we're going to decide what percentage of fragrance we want to use, and we are going to use 10% fragrance load. So 193 divided by 110%. Now let's use our calculator. 193.5. Don't forget to add your 0.5. 193.5 divided by 110%. I need a calculator. that gives us 175.9 wax. So now we know that from this 193.5, our wax is 175.9. That means that whatever is left of this 193.5 is our fragrance oil. So the next thing we're going to do is subtract 193.5 minus 175.9. And we have fragrance oil at 82.4. That's wrong. That doesn't seem right. 17, exactly. That's way too much for fragrance. 17.6. So if you add 17.6 to 175.9 and it doesn't give you 193.5, then your answer is wrong. So let's check if we're right. 175.9 plus 17.6 gives us 193.5. So our answer is correct. So for this, we are going to measure out 175.9 wax and 17.6 fragrance oil. So we are using wax 175.9 and fragrance oil 17.6. Awesome, guys. So let's get to measuring. We're going to tear this down to 0. This is our wax. We're using soy wax for this, pure soy wax. Okay, so we're going to be measuring in gram. We'll change this to gram. It's on gram now. Put us this is the weight of our pitcher. We have no business with this, so we're going to tear it down to 0. The next thing we're going to do is weigh out. So we said that we are using, let's move this out of the way so we can see. We are using 175.9 gram of wax. So we are going to measure out 175.9 gram of wax now. Guys, we have 37. We have 65. We're aiming for 175.9. So we'll just keep measuring until we have 175.9. We have more than 175. We have 186. We have 170, 173, 176. 175.9 is almost the same as 176, so I take it. Awesome. So now that we have this, we're just going to transfer to our heat plate and we're going to start melting it down. Okay, so it's on now. As you can see, the light is on now. off, on. Okay, so we're just going to let this melt down to 185 degrees. We'll use our thermometer and we'll keep checking till it gets to 185 degrees. In the meantime, we're just going to wait. This is our pure bliss melting down. We're going to wick our jar again. We're done with the scale for now. I'm going to wipe this jar down again. If you want to wipe your jars, always use tissue and alcohol, not water, okay? Alcohol. Water is not going to do anything for you. Use alcohol for wax. My fingers can't actually get in all the way in, so I'm going to be using my glue stick. Okay, so hi Joanne, welcome. It's been so hard today. Network has shown me shaggy. So this is ready now. And yes, our pure bliss is drying up. Okay. This is our chocolates, our Fox's biscuits, but we're not doing Fox's today. We're doing pure bliss. So this is it. And I'm giving you a fragrance that is very, very powerful for boosting confidence and taking stress away. Like, very effective. Our wax is melting down on this side. The wax is melting down on this side. And we're walking over here. So for those of us just joining who missed everything, I want to go over everything all over again. Hi Joy Bliss, welcome. Hi Tuli. Hi Joanne, welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to like the live. I'm already melting down the wax. As you can see, it's melting down, but I'm going to explain to you so you will know how to make this candle and how this candle was made. I don't know if everyone heard my explanation as to why I'm making these candles, because they're actually for sale. I'm making them to purchase, to sell them, to raise money to pay off a debt. Did anybody hear the story I told? Please let me know if you heard the story. If you didn't, I will repeat it. Hello, Joey Bliss. Yes, I read your message in the previous live where you said you chat less because you're busy. So that's okay. I just want to know if everyone heard the reason why I'm making this candle. Did everybody hear the story I told? If you heard the story I told, please let me know. If you didn't, I'll repeat the story. Okay guys, this is our wax over here. It's melting down now. When it gets to 185, we'll take it off the heat. We'll add our fragrance and then we'll start whipping. So let's measure out our fragrance. I'm measuring in this bottle because I broke my fragrance measuring cup right before I started the live. So I'm putting this here. This is 15 grams. This is the weight of this container now. 15 grams, but that's not our business. We don't want the weight of this container. Oh, Joanne, you didn't hear the story. Okay, so let me repeat the story for those who didn't hear. I made a mistake, and there was a delay in shipping out a kit to a lady who got really upset with me because of the delay, and she doesn't want the kit anymore. We sent the kit to DHL refused to ship the kit because she ordered way too many jars. She took advantage of the free shipping and ordered way too many things. The jars were way too much. Although we packaged them right, DHL didn't want to be held responsible for breaking the jars. So we told them that we were going to take responsibility, but DHL still refused to ship the jars because they don't want any problems with breakages. So the lady wants her money back, and the only option I have to raise the money to sell it in a week is to make candles, to sell candles. So this candle I'm making today is to raise money to pay this lady back her debt, because she is on my neck. She has dragged me on Facebook, she has dragged me on WhatsApp. She's just dragging me and calling me a fraud. Most of my students have reached out to her to tell her that that is not true. Some people who reached out to me while I was ill told her, and she also reached out to me while I was ill and said that we should move the class to next week. We did move the class to next week, but she didn't receive her kit on time. So she doesn't want the kit anymore. She wants her money back. That's why I am making these candles. So this candle is I chose the fragrance for this candle because it has purpose. It's purposeful. It doesn't just smell beautiful. It's a fruity fragrance. It smells like ripe mangoes, red raspberries, and juicy lemons. So a combination of these, it gives you a very uplifting vibe. You are uplifted, you are less anxious and less stressed. You don't feel as stressed as you are. Everybody's going through stress right now, and I think this is a great fragrance for all of us. That's why I chose this fragrance. So these candles, I am making them to sell them with the intent to pay this lady back. That's the purpose of this. So we measured out everything that we needed to make these candles. Let me take you through it so that you understand. So first of all, this is the jar we are making the candle in. This is the jar we are making the candle in. Thanks, Tuli. Thanks, Joanne. I just pray that I'm able to meet up with this because I don't like being in debt. I don't like being in debt. I can stand being under pressure, but not when it relates with debt. No. So this is the jar we are making the candle in. We poured water in this jar and weighed it on a scale. The water weight was 225 grams, but we are using wax. So we had to convert the water weight to wax weight by multiplying by 0.86. When we multiplied, we got 193.5 grams, which is the total weight of wax that this container can hold. From this 193.5, some of it is wax, some of it is fragrance oil. And we are using a 10% fragrance oil load. So we divided this total by 110%, the fragrance load, and we got 175.9 wax and 17.6 fragrance oil. So our wax has melted down to 185 now. I'm just turning off the heat, and we are going to be measuring out our fragrance oil. So our fragrance oil is 7.6 grams. Joanne, at the end of the candle, I'm going to decide on a price using all of this weight, the container, and the wick. Then we're going to decide on a price together. I won't decide alone. You will decide with me. So when we finish making the candles, I also told you guys that I received a gift yesterday from YouTube, and I want to do an unboxing on this live. This is the gift, guys. I have to move everything a little bit. This is what I received from YouTube yesterday, and I want us to unbox it together. So you have to stay to the end for us to unbox it together. So let's go back to our candle. We're measuring our fragrance oil, 17.6 grams. Okay, So we put our cup here. We have 15 grams there. This is the weight of the container. It's none of our business. So we are going to tear it down to 0. So now we have 0. We are going to be measuring out. This is our fragrance. We're going to measure out 17. This is 100 grams in my hand right now. And we need 17.6 grams. So let's do it together. Let's go. That's 11.9. That's way too much. 15.7. You guys, I need a pipette and I can't find my pipette right now, so bear with me. We have 16.4. I think I need to do this in a smaller cup. We're aiming for 17.6. We have 17.1. 17.5. I think that's perfect. Let's not overdo it again. I think that's perfect. Oh, we have 17.6 on the dot, guys. Yay! We did it. Okay. So we're going to let our wax, our melted wax, cool down a little bit. Hi, Carol. Welcome. We're going to let our melted wax cool down a little bit, and then we're going to I'm going to be melting down some leftover for our pure bliss. So let's take out our pure bliss. Ooh, our pure bliss looks nice, but the color is too dark. If it was a little bit lighter, it would have been perfect. Hi, beautiful chick. Welcome. Welcome, human. Yes, there's a lot of math in candle making. So much math. So we're using this. And I think we should make the second shade a little bit lighter. So I'm going to add some more wax to that. So I just added some more wax in there. Okay. So let's wick our jar while we're waiting. This is our jar. For those of you just joining, welcome. I was telling a story on how I ran into debt because of being away from my business due to being ill. And now I have to pay someone back. The total amount I'm paying this lady back, by the way, is $85,500. Over $100. I'm paying her back $85,500. She was really upset. She has all rights to be upset. She didn't get her kit on time, and this is because I was away because I was ill. I can't explain where that illness came from, but I thank God for his strength. Anyway, I'm making these candles to sell off so I can pay back the debt. So we're going to wick this right down the middle. Okay, guys? Right down the middle. Awesome. So now that we have it, we are going to straighten our wick I have a wick holder somewhere. Let me try and find it. So I have these wick holders that I got from the 500 naira shop. And we're just going to use it to hold our wick steadily so that it is straight. We're going to use it to straighten our wick. Awesome. Okay guys, it's time for us to add our fragrance to our wax now. Don't mind all those tiny bits you see at the bottom. They are candle crystals. Candle crystals are basically like colored sugar that you use for decoration in candles. So it's fine. We're going to stir and combine our fragrance properly. Sorry, Joanne, you're not feeling any better. Did you take the capsule? I'm very well now. Thanks. Thank you so much. So I was saying that the candles, we are going to decide on the pricing together at the end of the candle. At the end of making the candle, we'll decide the pricing together for the candles. Based off the supplies we used, I'm going to let you in on how much they cost, how much the jar and wick cost, and together we'll decide a pricing. So this candle can actually come in different colors. You can choose whatever color you want, but today we're making it plain, no color, because we're putting cookies in it and we're whipping the wax. Like, everything is just amazing today. We're going to literally pipe our wax. We're using this piping tip right here to pipe the wax. So we're going to have cookies inside, bits of this in it. I think we'll only be able to make 2 or 3 cookies. We'll see how it goes. Yes, a beautiful chick. I told Joanne the same thing. Gary without sugar, or bread, or Coke. Coke even works. Yes, Carol. Coke works. Surprisingly, I learned that in Ghana from a Ghanaian friend. I was stooling so bad one day and he came with a big bottle of Coke and told me to drink it, and I was like, I cannot take sugar right now. My stomach, my butt, everything is on fire. You cannot be asking me to drink Coke. That's unreasonable. But I did it anyway and it actually worked. It actually worked, Carol. So guys, I am going to transfer this into a smaller and wider bowl that we can whip the wax in. So it's going to be a lot of whipping here today, but we shall get it done. There's no other way. Okay? Let me get the little bow. Little bowl. It's not frozen, don't worry. So guys, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. I went to get this little bowl and I had to wash it. So that's why it took me so long. But I'm back. So I'm just transferring in here. And we're just going to keep whipping this wax. Now, this is where the trouble, this is where the work actually is. Oh my lord. When you want to clean wax, guys, tissue and alcohol. Don't forget alcohol, tissue and alcohol. This is a lot of work. Oh, we'll just sit here and whip and whip and whip and whip. You guys, the last thing I want to ever do in my business is refund a customer. So I'm taking a break of tutoring for a while. I need to restructure and reorganize things so that I don't have a repetition of an incident like this, because it's not funny. It's not something, it's not funny when you are being dragged on social media. People don't know you and they are not getting an opportunity to know who you are. They're judging you based off one person's experience, bad experience with you. And if you know how fast a bad review can crumble a business, you know it's not funny. So I don't want a repetition of an incident like this. So there's no more online classes until further notice. This is not taking a break, Joanne. This is rebranding and restructuring. It's very necessary in business. Very necessary. It's not taking a break. I'm available for one-on-ones, but there's no online class available currently because of incidents like this have to be planned for. So we need to sort that out as soon as possible before I decide on. Okay, so Joanne, the purpose of stirring is called whipping. Process of the essence of whipping the wax is to incorporate air. Air makes it fluffy. You see, like when you see whipped cream, milkshake on a cake, when you see a cake, all those piping, beauty piped cream that you see, we want it to look like that. So we have to incorporate air. It is air that makes it fluffy. It's air that gives it that look. So we want to incorporate a lot of air into the wax, and that can be achieved only by whipping. I'm going to leave it for a little bit and come back to it. Hi Uwa, welcome back. Joa, we don't have a set time. We don't have a set time to whip. We just keep whipping and keep whipping until we reach the consistency. It takes a while. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes. The fastest way to get it done is pop it in the fridge a few minutes, bring it out, whip, pop in the fridge, bring it out, whip. But you can only do that if you don't have fragrance in the wax. If you have fragrance in the wax, putting it in the fridge will separate the fragrance from the wax. Yes, so you can use a hand mixer. You can whip with a machine, a whipping machine, if you are doing large quantity, because if you are doing small quantity, you can't really achieve much using a hand mixer. Carol, you can use a mini stirrer, you can, but not the one for egg because it won't give you that consistency. It won't even whip properly. You have to use the big one for cakes. That big one that they use for piping cream, for whipping piped cream or piping cream. You have to use the big one. Joanne, how can you tell I'm eating? You, Inspector Gadget. This is what I'm eating. Spaghetti and goat meat. You're invited. Okay, so you can use a frother to give the wax a more creamy look. If you're making plain candles, no design, no nothing, just melt and pour, you can use a frother to make it really creamy. Frother to whip it to the consistency that we are looking for right now, because a frother is not strong enough for wax. Uwa, you are invited, please come and eat. Joanne. So we're just going to, I'm trying my best to get this done before an hour because I really want us to unbox this gift together. I am going to be honest with you, this live is longer than an hour. So if you can, please stay. If you can't, it's okay. I'll still post the photo of the candle and video of the candle later so you can purchase some. Please purchase as many as you can. Gift your friends. This is a very, very purposeful candle. The fragrance I selected for these candles is really, really uplifting. And if you know somebody who needs a bit of boost of confidence from now, every now and then you can also gift them as well, because these candles have to, I have about 5 days left. I have about 5 days left to pay up this debt, but it's okay. The God of wonders. So if you can't stay through the end, then you will see the candles later on. But if you can stay through to the end, I would really appreciate that. And we're going to be unboxing the gift from YouTube together. Tule and Joanne say I'm always eating. Well, I'm done, okay? I'm done. Done. I hope you guys enjoyed the food, because it was really good. problem, beautiful chick. No problem, Tuli. I appreciate your presence here, regardless of whether you're typing or not. The color of the plate is brown now. It's brown, or is it ox blood? What do they call that color? Is it brown? It's brown. It's brown. There's a name for that color actually. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying so hard. Okay, so guys, I think I'm going to sit here a bit while I whip. I may not see the comments. Let me try logging in with my laptop so I can respond to your comments while I'm sitting here. I hope you can still see me. Uh-oh. Our other pure bliss is done. Oh, it's not really done. It's still soft. Let's leave it a little. I'm trying to log in so I can join you in the comments. Okay, I can. I'm in the comments now. You guys, we were so welcome, welcome. I hope you guys can still see me. Joanne wants a picture of the plate. Yes, Joanne, I'll send you a picture of the plate. It comes in a set of 3. Blue, green, and that color that we don't know the name of. The brown one. Please let me know if you can see me. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me. This smells so divine. I feel so confident right now because this fragrance is so beautiful. So guys, this is a energizing blend of ripe mango, juicy lemons, and fabulous red raspberries. This fragrance is actually from Nature's Garden. It's uplifting, improves your mood, your well-being, and overall situation. It boosts your confidence, so it is great to burn before meetings, before you shoot YouTube content. If you want to do a sit-down YouTube content and you know that you're not really confident behind the camera, this fragrance is great to burn during your YouTube shoots. And if you have interviews, before your interviews or confrontations, it also help you feel better about yourself and circumstance. So this is a really, really purposeful fragrance that I have chosen for this candle. I really want to pay off the debt, but I also want to do it in a good way, in a way that everybody who is trying to help me, support me to pay off this woman's debt would get something of great value, you know, something they would also, you know, want later on. Tovia wants to finish your code. Oh my goodness. Hi Tovia, my sweet child. Please give Tovia cocoa. So guys, I'm just whipping this wax. It takes quite a long time. This is a really long live. Like I stated earlier, we received a gift from YouTube. You guys, I'm so excited. Like, I don't even know how I'm not jumping up and down in this live right now, because I can't keep calm, honestly. We have this thumbs up. Hi Joey, please, can you hear? Can you see me? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the network is bad still. Oh, Tuli, you can see, you can hear. Thank you. Thanks. I really needed to hear that. Okay, so let me move over there. Okay, Tuli, awesome. Thank God you can hear me. Thank you all for sitting through this live. You don't know how grateful I am. You don't know. If you purchase this candle, please do me a favor and post a video or a picture. In 2020, we were able to get the attention of Coca-Cola, but all the way in America. So if you do purchase this candle, please tag me and Pure Bliss. Let's see how far our cookie is doing, our Pure Bliss biscuit. I think it's ready to come out of the mold. Woo! Let's do one more cookie. One more. So we're going to melt down our wax again. If you can hear me, please let me know so I know I'm still online. I keep forgetting that this spatula is too small. Yay! Okay, so I was saying that I have some questions, some riddles. Naughty riddles. No, let's not do naughty riddles. Let's just stick with funny riddles, okay? Let's stick with funny riddles. This riddle. If you can hear me, once you put the wax in the mold beforehand, I don't understand the question, Carol. Can you see the look of our wax now? It's getting cloudy. It was so transparent before. It's getting less transparent. As it cools down, as it catches all of the air, it's getting less and less transparent. Can you see the transition? Take a look at, I want you to observe the transition properly. Look at it now versus when we are about to pipe. We're also going to be adding some edible glitter, biodegradable glitter in our candle to make it pretty. Carol, this is the jar we're making the candle in. This jar that we wicked. This is the jar we're making it. This place smells so beautiful. Like my mood has just hiked. I'm in such a good mood. Look at the transition of our wax. It's moving faster now. Moving very fast now. Very fast. Okay, so let's find our riddles. But not throw. Hard to throw. Easy to lift, hard to throw. Who knows the answer? Carol, we're trying to whip the wax so we can pipe it. This is the piping tip we're using for this candle. We're making cookie and cream, but with a fruity scent that's very uplifting, boosts confidence, and makes you feel good about yourself. So it's all about self-care this period. Everyone is stressed, tired. We're making a candle to help us pay attention to ourselves, you know, feel confident, feel good about ourselves, at the same time be uplifted and less stressed and anxious about the things happening in the world and in our country right now. So we're going to be piping the wax. We're not making a regular type of candle. It's a cookie and cream, pure bliss and cream. So we're going to be piping it. So that's why we're whipping the whole thing, to pipe the whole thing. So just stay tuned with us. Be patient with us and this candle. The live is longer than an hour. When it comes to candle making and this sort of candles, an hour is not enough. And I really appreciate you for tuning in and staying this long, Carol. Thank you. Yes, so I love her questions. So did anybody hear my question? I am easy to lift, hard to throw. What am I? I am easy to lift, hard to throw. What am I? Easy to lift, hard to throw. What am I, guys? Joey, please. I appreciate all of you. All of you. You guys have been here. I've been longer than an hour, you know. I've opened 3 different lives. You've showed up on the 3 different lives. When the network was bad, we were stuck. I made one full 7-minute video thinking I was talking to you. Meanwhile, you couldn't hear me. I didn't have any idea you were hearing me. So I'm grateful to you guys, all of you. You all are so wonderful. Like, you've been here from beginning when the live wasn't working. Thank you. Thank you. Joey Bliss said egg. No, that's not the answer. Paper is feather. Joanna, you have got to Google this one. I know you. You've got to ask Google. Feather is the right answer. And I think paper as well, right? Because feather and paper are like the same, right? It's easy to lift, hard to throw. Yes, feather and paper. So Tuli and Joanne got it right. Tuli and Joanne. Okay. I'm a room. No one can enter me. What room can no one enter? I don't know how that even makes any sense. Room no one can enter. Okay. I'm a room that no one can enter. What am I? I'm a room no one can enter. What am I? Room no one can enter. Think hard. Think hard. I'm not giving any clues, oh, so think. While you are thinking, I want you to look at the transition of our wax now. Look at how it's looking. Joey Bliss said letter M, and I know you said letter M because you googled it, so I want you to explain your answer because my own answer is not letter M, but Google says letter M, so I want you to explain your answer to prove that you didn't google it. Joey Bliss, the answer for me, the answer I am talking about is not letter M, but if you google it, it will tell you. Exactly, I caught you. I caught you. Joey Bliss, oh! Oh my goodness. Red-handed, I'm telling you. Okay, so the answer is mushroom. The answer is mushroom. Say the M looks like room. Oh my god. The answer is mushroom. This is say M stands for mushroom. Oh Lord. Okay, so let me move on to the next question. Yes, you got 5/10 because you cannot explain your answer. Let's move on to the next. This one is long ago. Washington's wife went to Washington to wash Washington's white suit that he wore to Washington. How many W are in all? Washington's wife went to Washington to wash Washington's white suit that he wore to Washington. How many W are in all? Should I repeat it? Should I repeat the question? Washington's wife went to wash Washington. To wash Washington's white. How many W are in all? Joanne says 8 W's. Joanne says 8. Who else is going to give it a try? Who else is going to give it a try? Can you guys see our wax? Our wax has transformed. We have serious transformation going on here. You won't find the answer on Google, Joy. Please. It's actually very easy. Joanne said 8. Washington's wife went to Washington to wash Washington's white suit that he wore to Washington. How many W are in all? Should I just give you the answer? Yes, Carol. We are going to need it to be thicker than this. John says the wax has changed. Carol says the wax is changing. Yes, it is. But we're going to need it to be thicker than this. Don't forget to like this live, guys. Don't forget to leave me your likes and beautiful comments. Washington's wife went to Washington to wash Washington's white suit that he wore to Washington. How many W are in all? Washington's wife went to Washington to wash Washington's white suit that he wore to Washington. How many W are in all? Joanne has changed her answer from 8 to 9. Hey, Joanne, which one should we go with? Should we go with 8 or should we go with 9? Okay, Carol says 7. Joanne said 9. Joy Bliss said 9. You are all wrong. The answer is 0. No W in all. Spell all. A-L-L, all. There's no W in all. Oh. There's no W in all. UJ, somebody the worst of all. She said 20. There's no W in all. The answer is 0. No W. Spell A-L-L. No W in all. Oh my goodness. Okay, transition of our wax now. But we want it to be very thick. We want it to be very thick. I hope the network is still on. My battery is low. Where they keep their money? You guys, our wax is heading there now. We're going to get there faster. Then I can't wait to unbox this gift from our darling YouTube. Joanne said that's unfair. Unbox this thing, no. We're almost done with our candle. So after our candle, while we are piping our candle, we'll be deciding on a price. I'll let you know how much it cost me in total to make this whole candle, and then we can decide how much to sell it. Guys, let's leave it to harden up a little, and then we'll continue again and then pipe into our bag. So I'm going to be piping in this bag. I don't have any piping bags. I'm all out of piping bags. I tried to get some, but the lady who sells the piping bags in my area has traveled and no one is there. She didn't leave anyone there. So I'm making do for now before I get myself a bunch of piping bags. I hope the live is still on. Yes, Joey Bliss, the candle we're making now is a dessert candle. Cookies and cream. Pure bliss and cream, to be specific. So if you do get yourself this candle, I want you to tag Pure Bliss and tag me in it. I was telling you guys that in 2020 we managed to get the attention of Coca-Cola, but it was Coca-Cola in America, not Coca-Cola Nigeria. This year I want us to represent Nigeria more, since this is where we are. I want us to promote it within our own vicinity. So can you see how thick our wax is now? It's so thick. But we want it thicker so that it won't run down the spoon like this. it won't drip down like this. It will be hard. You have to hit it like this for it to come up. That's the consistency we are aiming for. Something thicker, high viscosity. Looks like porridge. Like baby food, baby Jesse's food. That's how it's looking now. You see, we've been whipping for quite some time. So when we put a price into the candle, you know why it is like that. Let's let this harden a little. And while we're waiting for that to harden, we're going to come and decorate our jar a little. This is our jar. How are you? This is our jar. And we're just going to spritz a little of the glitter, and we'll just shake it around, shake it around, shake it around the jar. So we're just spreading this around our jar. So this is how our jar is looking now. So this is how our jar is looking now, with some glitter around it. But you will see the beauty more when there's content inside. Okay, let's try to take out our last Pure Bliss cookie. If it is dry enough, that is. And it's not, so we'll leave it some more and head back to this. So you see how thick this is now. Carol, muscle pull. I don't feel any pain. Joy Bliss, looks like a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I don't feel any pain. It's exciting. It's actually relieving me of a lot of stress because of the effects of the fragrance oil in it. Remember, in the beginning of the live and during the live, I've stated so many times the effects is uplifting, mood boosting. It helps you feel better about yourself. So I don't feel pain right now. I'm actually in a light mood because of the fragrance effect. I'm actually enjoying it. So that's why a lot of people like and prefer to make this type of candles, because they don't realize that the effect of the fragrance is taking it is having effects on them. So the thicker this gets, the more you see the fluffiness and the beauty of it. So beautiful, like it smells so good. I want to lick it now. Oh my goodness. Yes, Joanne. Well, not all types of candles. The regular type of candles, the plain candles that you see, they don't take this long. You just melt down to the right temperature, pour your fragrance at the right temperature, pour it in your container at the right temperature, and let it dry. This one, on the other hand, is a lot of work. It takes this much time and even longer. In fact, this is not even a lot of time, because we're making cookies and everything at the same time. Some other type of dessert candles, you have to make wax sprinkles, you have to add different colors, whip different colors. So yeah, it does take a lot of time, but the regular plain candles don't take this much time. But we're almost there. We're almost there. Guys, I'm just waiting on this. In fact, let me give you another question to ponder on. What has holes but still holds water? What is full of holes but still holds water? I have a lot of holes and I still hold water. Joey, please, this is for. If I was making for 10 different jars, I would measure everything out for 10 different jars and do the same process at the same time and fill up the 10 jars at the same time. So the same amount of time it takes me to make one of these is the same amount of time it takes me to make 10. Maybe 2 minutes extra. More energy. Well, if I was making 10, I won't whip by hand. I'll use a whipping machine, a mixing machine to whip it. The one they use for cake. I'll use that machine for cake to do it instead of doing by hand. Why cannot you use that machine right now to make only one candle, because the quantity of wax is way too small. It will just waste. Joe, is correct, oh. Sponge is correct. Pineapples? Useful chick, pineapples? Pineapples? Foam and sponge, yes. I'm still trying to wonder how pineapple has holes and holds water. But sponge and foam is correct. Correct, guys. Okay, so let me give you the next question. Yes, this morning. I really want her off my neck. I don't like them. Which tree can be carried in your hands? Fits in your hand. You guys, can you see the consistency of our wax now? We are there. All right, everybody, come out of hiding. Come out wherever you are. Let's pipe our wax and do our unboxing and end our live. Is okra. Please tell me it's okra. Come out of. Where to the filling of the jar phase. We finished though. We are filling up our jar. So guys, everything we used for this candle, our wax, our fragrance oil, our wicks, everything sums up to. Now when we add our labor, that's money to pay ourselves. When we add label, packaging, warning labels, because label will go in it. When we add label and all of that, it brings us down a bit up again. It brings us up again to about 3,500. So I believe a good price to sell this candle should be between 6,000 naira to 8,000 naira. So let me know in the chat right now or in the comments what you think a good price for this candle is. 6,000 naira, 7,000 naira, 8,000 naira. I'm going to be putting cure bliss on the side. Then I'll continue piping. Then I'll let me know in the chat what you think a good price is. 6,000, 7,000, or 8,000. Where do you stand? Joey Bliss said 6K. Carol said 6K. Joey was 6K. Candle is 6,000 naira. I'm just going to do a little cleaning around of the candle before we move to our unboxing, so you can really see the beauty of the candle. Tuli said 7K. Tuli, thank you. Because it is a lot of work. It really is. But if we're being fair, this is how the inside is looking. This is how it looks on the outside. No, I won't feel it some more, Carol. Otherwise, it will be overflow when you burn more than this. On it, you have to burn it 4 hours a day only. You can burn it only twice a week. Guys, this is our candle. Obviously, it's going to come with a label on it. Smells beautiful. So when you open your jar, this is what you see. And I think we should still do loved for us to have some glitter on it. So we're going to put our, like so. So when it burns, it glows in the dark, like star. So guys, this is our magnificent, uplifting, very uplifting, confident boosting candle for 6,000 naira. So I'm going to set it aside. I'll take pictures later, show you how it burns to the bottom. You can decide if you want to purchase. And I'm so grateful to you all for joining this live. For joining this live, guys. This looks so yummy. It looks like yogurt and cookies in it.